So in the last class of mathematics of BCA first semester, we studied 3 theorems and we derived 2. So in the addition theorem, there are 3 more theorems. Okay, so these are nothing but, see, in the last derivation we studied sine a plus b, cos a plus b and tan a plus b. Okay, now in today's class we will study sine a minus b, cos a minus b and tan a minus b. So for that, again we need to draw the diagram, that is nothing but again consider OX as the starting line, which is the vector. So this is OX. Okay, so OX vector revolves through an angle A. OX vector revolves through an angle A to the line OY. Now it again revolves backwards through an angle B to the line OZ. Are you getting my point? So OX vector revolves through an angle A to the line OY. Again it revolves backwards through an angle B to the line OZ. Okay. Now, what is this angle then? See, the whole angle is A and this is B. Then this will be A minus B, right? So this angle is A minus B. Now, draw PM perpendicular to OX. Similarly, draw QN perpendicular to OX. Now, draw QR. Drag this. Okay. So QR, this must be perpendicular to this line, that is PM, and also QR is parallel to NM. Okay. Now join Q and P. Okay. So this is the diagram. Now, once again I will explain this. Take a line OX, okay, which revolves through an angle A to the line OY. Again it revolves backwards through an angle B to the line OZ. Okay, therefore, see, this angle is A and this angle is B. Therefore, what is this angle? This angle will be A minus B. Now draw a line that is PM perpendicular to OX. Similarly, QN perpendicular to OX, and you drag this line so that QR is perpendicular to PM and also QR is parallel to NM. Now join Q and P. This is how the diagram is drawn. Now in this, as we can say that OM PQ are concentric. OM PQ are concentric. Therefore, see, this angle and this angles are equal. Okay, so what is that angle? XOQ. Angle XOQ, that is angle XOQ, means this angle is equal to angle QPR. Angle QPR, and that is equal to what? Angle P. Okay, so these are the points we need to remember. And one more thing is NM is equal to QR and this NQ is equal to MR. Okay, so what are those? QR is equal to NM and NQ is equal to MR. So these are the points we need to remember. So I shall write it here. Angle XOQ is equal to angle QPR. Okay. So now coming to the first theorem, that is this one. Sine A minus B is equal to what? See, this is angle A minus B. So what is sine of this? Opposite divided by hypotenuse, right? So what is opposite side? MP. MP divided by hypotenuse is OP. So OP. Now, what is this MP? I can write MP as MR minus PR. Am I right? MP is nothing but MR minus PR. So this is MR minus PR divided by OP. Now again, what is MR? MR is equivalent to NQ. NQ minus PR divided by OP. Okay. So now NQ divided by OP minus PR divided by OP. So now, okay, I separated that. Denominator is separated. So now I write it as NQ divided by OQ into OQ divided by OP, which we already did this alternate in the last theorem also. Okay, so now multiplying and dividing the numerator as well as denominator by OQ. Next, minus PR divided by QP into QP divided by OP. Okay, so now NQ divided by OQ. What is this? Opposite side divided by hypotenuse of this angle. And what is this? Sine A. Next, OQ by OP. OQ divided by OP is nothing but adjacent divided by hypotenuse of B. Therefore, it is cos B. Minus PR by QP. PR divided by QP. What is this? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Means of angle which one? A. Therefore, it is cos A. Next, QP by OP. QP divided by OP means opposite divided by hypotenuse of angle B, hence it is sine. So this is the proof of the first theorem. So which is very simple, because if you understand sine A plus B, cos A plus B, then automatically tan A plus B. Similarly, only thing is diagram changes here when you go for sine A minus B and cos A minus B. Okay, so we just need to remember the diagram, and you need to know how to how to make alterations, okay, in the ratios, and so that we will get the expression. Now the next one. Now the next one is cos A minus B. Okay, so now what is cos A minus B? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent here? OM. Okay, so OM divided by hypotenuse OP. So what is this OM here? OM is nothing but ON plus NM. Okay, now ON, let it be as it is. What is this NM? NM is equivalent to QR, right? So ON plus QR divided by OP. Now ON divided by OP plus QR divided by OP. Now again I write it as ON divided by OQ into OQ divided by OP plus this one QR divided by QP into QP divided by OP. Now let us ON by OQ. ON divided by OQ means adjacent by hypotenuse of which angle? Cos angle. Therefore it is cos A. Okay. Next, OQ by OP. This one, OQ by OP. OQ divided by OP means, see, this is adjacent divided by hypotenuse of angle B. Hence it is cos B. Plus QR by QP. See, QR divided by QP means which one it is? Opposite divided by hypotenuse of angle A. Hence it is sin A. Next, QP by OP. QP divided by OP means opposite and hypotenuse of angle B. Hence it is sin B. See, this is how the second derivation is done. Okay. So when we are done with both of these two, it is very easy to derive the expression for the third one, that is tan. So now tan A minus B. We know what is tan. Tan is nothing but sine divided by cos. Therefore, it is sin A minus B divided by cos A minus B. Okay. So as we did in the last theorem also. Okay. So now very simple. Put the value of these two. What is sin A minus B? Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B divided by, what is cos A minus B? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Okay. So now as usual, divide and multiply. Divide the numerator and denominator by cos A cos B. So divide numerator and denominator by cos A cos B. Then what you will get? See, sin A cos B divided by cos A cos B minus cos A sin B divided by cos A cos B whole divided by cos A cos B divided by cos A cos B plus sin A sin B divided by cos A cos B. Now let's simplify this. So here cos B get cancelled. Sin A divided by cos B minus, here cos A get cancelled. Sin B by cos B. Sin B divided by cos B divided by, here see cos A cos B both get cancelled, hence 1, and here nothing gets cancelled, therefore it is sin A by cos A and sin B divided by cos B. Now the final answer. So what is the final answer now? See, sin A by cos B means, no, this is cos A, right? So sin A divided by cos A means tan B minus sin B by cos B means tan B divided by 1 minus sin A by cos A tan A, sin B by cos B tan B. Okay, so which one is this one is positive, right? Yes. So this one is positive. Okay, so this is the derivation of the third theorem here. So this is how in these two classes we derived the formula for sin cos tan A plus B, and next is sin cos tan A minus B. Okay, so to study further, further functions or further problems, you must be familiar with all these 6 formula. these three and these three, totally 6 theorems. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to derive all these 6 theorems, which are very important for the exam point of view also, because these 6 theorems are very basic functions which we are going to use in almost all the problems in the upcoming classes. Therefore, you must be knowing these 6 theorems. Only thing is, you just remember these 3. Okay. Then, what is the difference between these two? What is sine A plus B? See. Sine A cos B plus cosine sine B. So, this is the formula. What is the difference between this and this? Only this is sine. Nothing has changed, only sine. So if you remember this, it is very easy to write for this. Okay. Similarly, what is cos A plus B? See here. Cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. What is changed here? Only sine. Okay. Similarly, what is tan A plus B? Tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. Only sign has changed. Nothing else has changed. Therefore, you just need to remember only 3 theorems. The remaining 3 you can write it as it is. Aram se. Okay. But the thing is, you must be knowing how to derive all those 6 theorems. Okay. So before going to the next class, you be perfect with all these